Hello and good evening, everybody. And okay, the sound's working, camera's working. Okay, camera's fine, right? Okay, quick question before we start with the unboxing. So I've got a lot of switches to check out today. Before I start with that, I did replace. So last Monday we had a problem with the lighting because one of the lights went out. Uh, so I got replacements in, so that's fine. And then I was trying one of the new bulbs. Is this better or is this better? So with the extra light on, or with the extra light off? Because this new light is way brighter. Oh hey, Devnis. So you want the light on like this? Is this better? Doesn't matter to me too much, although I do wish I didn't have this jet black hair. Because when you have just black hair and you try to go with a dark background, your hair just disappears. It just fades into the background. But yeah, okay, so we'll try with the light on. We'll try with the extra light on. Okay. Yeah, so hello everyone. So Devnus was first. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, so first of all, I do apologize for not streaming on Friday. We had some problems with the switches, and so there was just no way I could be able to get it done in time. And I've been pretty busy. And so today, over the past few weeks, I've gotten a lot of switches in for different builds and stuff. And so we're gonna check them out today. We've got a ton. Say hi to everyone. Devness, Beatlocks, Ghost Grixley, P for M Laggers, Nis, Beatlocks, Drifting Bunnies. I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope everyone had a good Easter weekend. The Eerie Cole sleeps in. Hello, hello. Yeah, so this is just an unboxing, right? I saw I still get comments on YouTube about why is your on your comparison video 1 hour long, no one wants to watch this. I'm like, it's just a stream, like if you want a written review, go look for a written review. But anyway, so lots of switches. Hopefully I have everything here. So a lot of these are already opened. Well, I had to because I just have all these boxes just stacked up. You figure out what I'm getting in. So we're doing Sakurio's Zilents. We have a few Zilents. I mean, Zilent V2s, we've seen those. Box Noble Yellow, which is kind of new. I guess it is new. Gateron Milky Yellow. Or Gateron Yellow, but in Milky housings. So yeah, so lots of stuff. Both 8X V2s will be here this week. Very nice! So you've never seen them in person, right? So yeah, so the 8X V2 is the Eerie Cole's White Whale. And then he's been looking for it for a long time and he just bought two. Well, one is a trade, right? Or something like that. But yeah, pretty insane. Okay, so where do we start? Let's start with the box switch. How's that? Let's start with that. So this, I had a friend come over yesterday, and this is now known as the SpongeBob switches. So yes, it is kind of that SpongeBob yellow, I guess. Just bright and yellow. It's not a mustard yellow. It's not... Well, I guess the bottom is kind of a mustard yellow. Sort of. So these are... If you have seen the box pinks, these are supposed to be the box pinks, but with a lighter spring. So with a spring that's more similar to a box white. Now, for those of you who know me, know that I'm still stuck using box white switches. I just type fastest on it, so I prefer it to everything else still. And so this is something that many people have wanted. I know I have always thought that, you know, if they could just make the box white click bar just a little thicker, it would be nice. So this is supposed to be that. I've not typed on a board of these switches yet, so we'll find out. I think these might go in a KBD8X Mark II, so that would be fun. And then I have with me some other box switches to compare it with. So yeah, so these are box clickies. So the box white is the, you know, OG, the white and the navy, like the OG click bar, and then the no, not navy. What am I thinking of? Pale blue, and then the navy and the box jades have a click bar but thicker. I think it's like twice the thickness or something like that, right? And so at first everyone thought, oh man, this is gonna be amazing. But then the click bar is so thick that that if you use lightweight springs, the switch will struggle to return because the click bar is too thick and rigid. And so like box jades had return problems. Some of the switches will actually get stuck. Not often, but still something to look out for. And so, many of us thought jades were gonna be the savior, or not savior, but the chosen one for the box switches, the box clickies. Turns out the spring was too light, click bar too thick. So enter the box pinks or the noble yellows or whatever, where it's a click bar that's in between the two thicknesses. And so the box pink has, I believe, the same spring as a box navy or something like that, basically the heavy box spring. So this is with a lighter spring, so it should feel about the same as a box white. Ingsbird, hey, Fansployer as well. So these are not box yellows, so I know it's confusing. So box yellows are linears, right? This is not box yellow. This is box noble yellow. What the hell does noble mean? I have no clue. It's what I hate about the naming schemes now. There's no system. I have no clue what's going on. Every fucking day, someone asks me hey, so what do you think of this, insert random ass name or color switch? I'm like, what? What is this new thing? Okay, so I'm gonna compare with box navy, pale blue, and you can compare with the sound. NGB, hey, compare with box white. They feel about the same, I'd say. The sound is a little different, feel is a little different, but as in terms of weight, they feel about the same. They have Kaihua has some graphs, the force curves and stuff, but apparently they're not reliable. Okay, and I think these are too many switches. Okay, jade. I really cannot keep up all these new switches. And then, yeah, so this is part of... there's a bunch. There's like a noble gray or noble... I don't even know. Let me give you the link to it so that you can go look at it too. At first, they were kind of exclusive to just Taobao, I think. Something like that. Because it was limited to... It's a Chinese thing. And then now you can find them... on novel keys too. So let me give you guys a link.
Oh yeah.
NGB with the 200 bits. Hello. Something yellow and thick. Also some yellow switches. Oh yes. Okay, so if you look over here real quick, is this gonna work? Come on. Oh, it's just not working. Okay, let me try to fix this. What? Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. So these are Kyle China style box switches. So you got these 4 colors. I really like the glazed green or whatever. Apparently it says here glazed green switches are more green in real life. So less of this teal and more of a green. But I like that color. It seems pretty cool. So yeah, so you can see these are, again, if you're thinking, oh, is there a system? Is there a logic to these colors and names and nomenclature? No, none at all. So at least the red is linear, so that's nice. And then the gray is linear, that's nice. So the yellow and the greens are the clickies, and I'm assuming they're both supposed to be the slightly thicker click bar or something like that. And then the yellow is, wait, this doesn't seem right. 50 gram actuation, 50 gram bottom out. Okay, now I have no idea what's going on. And then there is there we go. See, what the hell does China style even mean? Okay, so this is an article, kind of an overview of the switches. So go check it out. It's super confusing. Okay, so box yellow is supposed to be 65, and green. I think green is supposed to be just a box white, maybe. Because they don't even tell you how clicky it is. Like, what kind of thick click... Glazed green switch looks to be the same as the clicky box white switch. Okay, so the glazed green is supposed to just be box whites. Hey, I might end up buying some glazed greens instead of box whites. Because it is a super nice color. Except, see the stems are still tilted. You can see the cross stem is just coming for that booty, that GMK booty. We did tear your GMK caps a new asshole. They're not cheap though. If you buy more than 30, it'll be 60 cents a switch, which is still about twice the price of, your regular box switches. So yeah, maybe not the glazed green, but so check out the article. Try to see if you can figure it out. But back to the switch. Okay, and then now I need a box white. Box white over here. Yes, the glazed green is nice. What switches should I upgrade to from cherry blues? It depends on what you want. And that question is getting increasingly difficult to answer because there are way too many options these days. Way too many. And yeah, it's no longer as simple as, like, just get this. And oh, if you don't want any of the standard ones, here's like a handful of aftermarket ones. And now there's just so many. I have no idea. Miles, good to see you. It's been a while, Miles. Let's see. Coming home from vacation. How is Florida, by the way? Yes. China. Okay, so back to the switch. Okay, so Noble Yellow. So I turned off the AC so we could hear the sound a bit better for these switches. So supposedly the box white is a little lighter. Supposedly. Okay, so I'll compare each one. Let's go with yellow, and then yellow with pale blue, and then yellow with jade, and then yellow with box navy. Alright. Aren't inks basically Tilios? Dude, I cannot keep up. There's just so many. Okay. So every time I compare, I'm gonna do the box yellow first, okay? Okay, so maybe this will help. Oh. Shut up, bird. Can you guys hear the bird? Yeah, that's the main difference, is that the plastic material is different. I did get this. I have always mentioned I don't really like the way the Tilios sound compared to some other linears out there. So inks could be better. I'm not a big fan of the way Tilios sound. Okay. Wow, what happened to this box white? Can you even hear much of a difference? This does sound a bit less chirpy. That's the only thing I can really notice. Let me pop one of these open. Yellow is a bit less bird. Purple, hey, how's it going? High as fuck. In the sky. Catching a stream on my way home from New Jersey. Greetings, everyone. Oh, nice. Did you get today off? Things sound a bit deeper compared to Tilios. Tilios sound too weak. Really weak. See, that was always my problem with Tilios. That's why I never liked them compared to, you know, the cherry options in terms of sound. Yes. So, try out the inks. See, I'm never concerned about the spring because just swap them out. So I don't know about the stock spring for the inks, but that's why I never really care for the stock springs. It's never something I think about too much because most of the time they're garbage. Most of the time. Oh wait, I popped open the wrong thing. I was trying to pop open the... Yeah, Daredevil brought some ink switches a few weeks ago. Was it last week? Maybe it was just last... No. Week before, yes. First impressions are pretty good. I don't know if they have the clicking problem though. Oh my god, I hate opening up box switches. Okay. Geek Maker Creamy sound nice, but I need to put film in those. Suspend the suit. Those are the ones that showed up on Mass Drop, right? So that's good, but I've been at goddamn amusement parks and doing stuff for kids. I'm so tired. Not too much of a vacation. Oh no. It's a vacation for kids, not for you. Okay, so the springs look exactly the same. Yeah, how am I gonna... Okay, so... Oh. This feels a little heavier, the yellow. I don't even know. Okay, and then now, let's see if our eyes are good enough to tell whether the click bar is any thicker. You know what? Good luck trying to see a difference. I cannot really tell. Because for all we know, it could just be literally the same. Could. Okay. And we didn't need to pop open the pale blue. We did need to pop open the navy. Yeah, I do not have a set of calipers. Maybe someone can come over and check them out. See, that's the annoying thing, because even in the key chatter overview thing, the article, it doesn't tell you. It doesn't really say. It's just like, well, we think it's kind of close to this. It's like, what does it do? Does it like... There's just nothing, no information. Like the disc spring is definitely heavier. Alright. Okay, so I think, see here you can tell there's a thickness difference. So the thicker one is on the right side. Oh my lord. So this one you can kind of tell. It's easier to see the click bar on the right. Comparatively, it is thicker. Yeah, so you can see that even at the navy is supposed to be twice as thick, right? Or something like that. Even at twice the thickness, it's so hard to tell. So you can imagine if it's an in between, it's gonna be difficult to compare. Salty Fruits, hey, how's it going? Purple says, did not get the day off, sadly. AA screwed me with a delayed flight. Oh no! So you had to miss work today? Still enjoying my pale blues? Yeah, pale blues are a bit too heavy for me. Let's see. Yeah, if inks have a deeper sound, I'd believe it because Tilios... some of the thinnest sounding Linjärs out there. That's why there are a lot of people who would trade, they would give up a little bit of smoothness for a better sound. I would. Okay, so hello. But the inks are out of stock for a while, right? Both the silent and the regular ones are now out of stock. Something like that. At first I think it was they had only the silence left, and then now both are gone. Hey, maybe Fun Explorer, yeah, maybe he could try to figure it out. Yeah, because Gawk was actually the first one to tell me about these. Because he's been looking for something similar. He's been looking for basically the box pings but with a lighter spring. Pretty much my friends who like box whites all want the same thing where it's, something just slightly thicker, slightly fuller sounding, maybe a little bit heavier in terms of actuation. Like that's all we're looking for. That's the problem, man. Once you get addicted to the click bar lifestyle, you're stuck. Chewy, hey, how's it going? Those switches coming back in stock by the end of the month. Okay. Well, hopefully you guys snag some. Hopefully. Yeah, there are too many. Too many switches. See, I wish I could answer more questions about the box yellows, but like I said, I really don't know much. I tried talking to Gawk about it. Gawk also isn't too clear. He's like, yeah, it sounds like it's supposed to be this, but Kyle's own graphs don't seem consistent with what we know. Oh, right, and I was gonna compare, right? Okay, back to comparing. So again, there's a bit more of a solid click sound. Just maybe exactly what I am looking for. I don't know. We'll have to put it on a board to find out. Okay, so now we're comparing it with the thicker click bars. Maybe I do want a board with navies. Maybe I should swap these out for navies. Because I normally wouldn't use navies, but if it's on SA caps or something, it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so with box jade. Man, the jades still feel bad. Pale blue. Wow, this doesn't sound right at all. Wow, this sounds pretty bad. I wonder if this problem is just the switch. Replace the switches on your streaming board the loudest possible switch there is. Seems like a good idea. I mean, that's why I put the Royals in here. This is supposed to be a loud board. It's supposed to be annoying. It's supposed to be recognizable. That was the whole point. Yeah, it doesn't sound right, right? Yep. Something's wrong with it. Can't imagine going back to a click jacket switch now. Exactly. So for someone was asking about going M-Laggers was asking about upgrading from Cherry Blues. If you want to stay clicky, then I definitely recommend the box switches. Like this is nothing that's better than box switches right now. Unfortunately, because box switches have other problems. Big problems. But, if you want clicky, it's the only option I would recommend. But VPR, good to see you here. Look like bananas? Yeah, they are very yellow indeed. Very, very yellow. Great salad! Hello! My first time popping in here. How are you guys? Well, I'm doing fine. I like your little owl flare. I used to watch some. Used to play a lot of Overwatch, but it's all behind me now. Okay, so let's move on to the next switch. I will let y'all know when I build these. Like I said, you know what would be fun? Maybe I should get some for myself and build the Type Machina Jane with boxed yellows, right? Maybe that's what I should do. How to piss off a desk buddy. See, that's why I'm pretty much all about that clicky life now, because I don't have a roommate, so I can do whatever I want. I might as well, you know, get as much clicking done as possible while I live alone. It's one of the best things to do when you live alone, right? Just clicking all day. You can't sleep, just click a little bit, you know. When you're feeling down, just click a little bit. PC load letter, hey. I'm actually really excited for my first clicky build. You should be. What are you building with? And PC load letter, see, we're just talking about some box switches. This is what PC load letter uses. Tray mount SMK second gendo, but there's finding a PCB problem. That's the thing. I would recommend, you know, non-cherry style switches like Alps and Topra, but the ecosystem just sucks for both of them. So that's why I cannot just recommend them. Alright, keycaps are hard to find, parts are hard to find. Not Fox. How's it going? It's your boy. Anthony Lord, the cool stuff that fights all the dragons of the land. Man, what is he doing? Hey! Good to see you here. There's box pinks. Very nice. They're heavy though, right? Otherwise I would get the box pinks. They look cool. Sound like a good idea, but yeah, they're a bit too heavy, so not gonna work for me. But yeah, so this is kind of neat, I guess. Again, you can get it from Novel Keys or Taobao or whatever you want to do. Not very cheap though. Not very cheap. So this goes. I have to be really careful because I have so many switches and I need to make sure they all go to the right places. Okay, next one. Let's unbox one of these first. I can't show you though. This box arrived just a few days ago. These switches will go on a polycarbonate Singer. So the Singer, I think maybe you can see it here. Maybe that over there. On top of the tray, do you see that transparent plastic thing? That's the polycarbonate Singer right there. Yeah, so nobody else have heavier actuation bottom out? Apparently yes, because of the way the click bar works with it. So yes. I mean, navies have the same thing as well, right? Also, hello, Mighty Fine Shindig. And Heartstones. Hello, hello. I think you're getting a new old stock Model M. Well, get it. YOLO. You only lose your money once. Hope I didn't show the address. Oops. Hopefully those new Hall Effect beam springs are good. Kono's working on. Hopefully, I know the first couple of batches are not great, right? Not great, not great. There's no one to buy a brown board. I mean, I just haven't sold it. I haven't tried to sell my SA Chocolatier yet. I should. But I'm just too busy to do it. Box white's a great match for cherry blues. Navy's great if you have fucking sausage fingers, and pale blue are a nice middle ground for me. Yeah, even pale blues are too heavy for me. Let's see. As in, I can type on them, but I cannot, you know, do it for the whole day, or I definitely cannot game on them. Used to be big into mechanical keyboards years ago. So it's great salad, or great as a lad, or greats a lad. Fell off when I went to college. Heard about you from Mr. Horologist. Did drive for years. I've been a Ducky Shine 4. Cherry Black Man. And Jukebox SA. Dude, you have been away, my friend. You have been in the wilderness. Because yes, a few years ago, Ducky Shines were all the rage. If you had a Ducky Shine, you had a Ducky Shine. Yeah, if you had a Ducky Shine, you had a Ducky Shine. But yeah, you know, not everyone had a custom keyboard. You know, people were nicer, way less judgmental than people are now. In the hobby, that is. And yeah, Jukebox SA, one of the first custom SA sets on Mass Drop. I remember it was run on Mass Drop. It was one of the first, not the first. One of the first. Because I want to say the first... I can't remember what the first one was now. Okay, so we've got some Zeal stabilizers. So this goes on the polycarbonate Singer. Two stabilizers. And then we've got... Oh. So we got both. So 2 bags of Sakurios. Okay, so another bag of Sakurios because I have another bag here. So this is another bag. Okay, so this will go on the polycarbonate Singer. We've only got 90 switches still. Ooh, that might be. That might be a bit risky. Yeah. Because I got the Tilios, you know, I had to throw away half of them. With these, you only have 8 spares. So even these 2 switches, this one feels really smooth. This one has a bit of extra resistance. Razor greens, brass plate, all a man needs. Planning a build for college next year because there's no way my roommates are gonna let pale blues live long in there. Yeah. That's why I said, you know, clicking is kind of like masturbating. It's fun to do when you're alone, but probably shouldn't do it when there are people around. Probably. Unless you guys are weird. Use a multi-amp for work for 10 years. I don't regret. Is this why you have your own office now? Navy isn't 60 gram actuation. I am pretty sure it's not 60. I'm pretty sure the measured actuation is way higher than 60. As in, when you get past the click bar. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure. High profile mass drop out a few weeks ago, but the keycaps suck. Any keycaps you recommend? Cherry profile PBT keycaps are your friend. You have a lot of options for those nowadays. KBD fans will probably be able to hook you up with some good stuff. Can I link a pic? Put link in this. Yeah, just throw a picture here. People in chat will be able to see it. Just do it. No worries. You don't have to ask for permission unless it's like Lord of the Rings porn or something. Because then I want to see it first. No. Okay, so these are the Sakurios. You might be wondering, what the hell does that even mean? Sakurio is not a color. It's not. I know we've got Zilios, we've got Tilios, we've got Helios. And then now we've got Sakurios, which is supposed to be from Sakura. Like the pink flowers that blossom in the spring in Japan, you know. Supposed to be that. So that's why it's got a nice kind of a pale pink. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm trying to. It is a nice color. You know, not a bright pink. I don't know how well it's showing on camera, honestly. I think it looks a bit more pale on camera. I wonder if there's a way to try to fix that. No. Maybe it's just the screen actually. Yeah, but it is a nice pale pink. Very soothing color. Not a hot pink for sure. Can I post some Lord of the Rings porn? PM me. Yeah, so these are supposed to be, you might be wondering, well, what is that? You know, we've got Zilents, we've got Tilios and Helios. Well, what is this? This is supposed to be just a recolored Helio. Yes, it's not supposed to, there's nothing else different, like literally just a recolor. Apparently that's it. Apparently. Allegedly. I don't. I used to try to keep up. Now I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna let people tell me what it is because there's so many. And the worst part is the recolors are so popular now. You just got all these switches that are basically identical, and then they just recolor it. We've got another recolor thing later too that I'm gonna show you. But yeah, so for now, Sakurio. So these are stock, right? And they're supposed to be a silent linear. So PC Loader says I work in a cube farm. Oh, see, this is why you need to bring that Model M back. If you work in a cube farm, you bring a Model M back. You force everyone to push you towards getting your own office, or to push you towards working from home. You gotta establish dominance. Okay, let's see. Vlog said it takes 80, but you should be fine with those. Are you talking about number of switches? 10% is really risky for some of the new Gateron switches. Like even the retooled blacks, the reason why we couldn't stream, the retooled blacks, this batch that I got, I'm throwing away 50% of the switches. Pretty bad. I think about 30% for clicking problems, and then the other 20% is weird scratchiness and weird other things. So yeah. So 10% is always real tricky. So Z confirmed that the new batches are fixed. Has there been an official word from Zeal? I don't know. Grossa said I'll never buy another Zeal Switch because of it. It's been kind of quiet on it, but after all the returns, I bet he looked into it. So there's no confirmation. So there's no confirmation. But yes, for people who are wondering about the click thing, it's one of those things where most people won't even really tell. Most people can't tell until you have to be really sensitive to it, and because it happens basically kind of 3/4 of the way down of the switch, and unfortunately not something I can show on stream, right? Because you gotta feel it. But yeah, people I've invited over, I've let them try some of the linears that had click problems. At first they're like, I can't feel anything, and then once they feel it, they're like, oh yes. And then basically once you hit that flap, you can kind of just go back and forth on just that little. Again, it's almost like you're actuating. It's almost like there's a bump, and then you can just keep going up and down. Yeah, so I think it's about 3/4 of the way in almost. At least that's what I found. So great setup. I'm gonna take a look at a picture real quick. Oh man, see that's a classic right there. Red board with jukebox. That was all the rage back then. Also, Ogrosa, nice to see you here. I know you don't often show up in chat. Wait, so there's Roselios? Okay, so these are Roselios and these are Sakurio. Oh my god. Yes. You know what? Wow. Wow. I didn't even realize that one of them was... Yeah, so there are different shades of pink. Okay, you can see that now. So the... Sakurio is... a bit lighter in tone, less saturated. Yes, so this one says R, this one says S. And so let's find the links for these. Okay, so 62 gram is Sakurio. See, why are they separate names? Why? Okay, so yes, one looks more peach. The Sakurio looks more peach. It's less pink, a bit more, you know, yes, peach, more of that, a bit more of an orange tone, if you will. Okay, so here's the page for it. So they're supposed to be pink Helios, limited edition. The lighter gram 62 is the Sakurio. The 67 gram is the Rosélio. Yeah, there's too many things in the world to get mad about, right? So I'm trying not to get mad about this, because this is... Yes, I know, right? Have they run out of things to innovate and improve with linears? Because yeah, I am getting sick of all the recolors and stuff. Because yeah, I'll always get emails like, hey, you know, I'm thinking of building a board. What do you think of this switch? And I'm like, okay, so I heard about that switch 3 weeks ago, and I honestly can't remember what it is. It's like, you're like, hey, what about this and that one? Compare what about that one? I'm like, I know as much as you do now, you know? Because there's so many new things. And then a lot of the switches, they just haven't really arrived. No one's really, you know, compared them. Yeah, it just makes it difficult. I like to share the right one better. I like the Sakurios better. The Rosélio is a bit too pink for my taste. Okay, now I'm trying to remember which one is which. I think Rosélio was here and then Sakurio was here. So it's a Sakurio and Rosélio. Oh my god. So these, I'm gonna set these aside. I don't want to mix them up. These are going here. That's going with the Singer. Okay. It's because they're not real. Oh. Okay, so, and now we have the, okay, and then we have the Zilent, right? This is nothing. Yeah, I even have to look up the pronunciation for it because it's getting too, there's too much going on, too much. Also, 100 million, yes. Hello, hello. Eansbird, although at 50 more. Eansbird, I'll let you know. Here's what I'll do. Don't worry about ordering the switches yet. I will work on, say, 20 or 30, and I'll get you a percentage of kind of what to expect. So kind of, you know, how many am I rejecting, how many am I keeping, stuff like that. So I will let you know, so then you know kind of how much to order, and you don't have to feel like you have to order like just 50 right now, because it arrives fast anyway. Eamsburg, I think shipping from Zero is like 1 or 2 days from Canada, so oh well. Okay, let's see. Everything just feels just like Holy Panda or Gateron Yellow now. Yeah, so we've got these two Zilents. This is just kind of, it's not the first time we're using these switches. We've already used them on builds and stuff. So Zilent 62 gram, and then 67 gram. See, these are just Zilents. They're not Blulios and light Blulios or whatever. All these VJAC numbers are getting V2s. The numbers that I've been mentioning, yes. Older switches also had clicking problems, just not as prominent, so it wasn't really a problem, right? Like if you're just throwing away 10% of the switches, it's not that terrible. But you know, when it's 50%, then you're like, okay, something is wrong. Alright, so Zilents, nothing too special, so we're not gonna spend more time on them. We've looked at Sakurios, we've looked at Roselios, we've looked at the box Noble Yellow, Honey Nut Filios coming up. Great Salad says, a great salad. In your opinion, which clicky box switch makes the best noise? Gonna have my own room again soon, gotta get prepared. Best noise, I would say the Navy makes a nice sound, the box Navy. But I think they're gonna get RSI and shit. Yeah, this is super heavy. You have to know what you're getting ready for. I think box whites sound nice. I think the rest of the build is more important than the click sound. So I would recommend, you know, I guess it depends on what you want. Like if you want a muted click sound, do you want a sharp, you know, grip you by the throat click sound? Okay, and then now let's look at the linear switch. I know it's tempting to say Linjär, but I just looked at the pronunciation. Apparently it's just linear or something like that. That's how it's pronounced. But yes, linear with a J. Box Chads. Linear with a J switch. These are supposed to be the... Okay, so I'm going to put this link in chat. You guys can check it out. There's just so much. Okay. Shachi, hey, how's it going? Putting my vote to rename them IKEA switches. I mean, it's basically... it's Housing Pantone 301C, Stamp Pantone 116C, official Pantones for the flag of Sweden. So that's why IKEA switch. Type linear, and then in parentheses, linear. That's just the Swedish spelling of linear. 65. Basically gram. That's centi Newton, right? Yeah. Go play the spring. Factory lube. They are slightly factory lubed, apparently. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I think that's a bad thing. Designed by the Swedish keyboard community. Yeah, so they're 55 cents for a switch. So these are supposed to be Gateron yellows, right? Looks like Nautilus. Alright, so let's... Oh my god, I did not need to pour all these out. Oh, whoops. So these are supposed to be Gateron yellows, right? Supposed to be? Yes. IKEA looking as heck. Indeed. There will only be a single run of these switches. We'll see that holds true. That's what this product page says too. Gateron MIlky Yellow. Yeah, it's basically Gateron Yellow by the MIlky housings. It's not MIlky Yellow. I know, right? Now, you just need to... You can just... Anyone can come up with a switch name now. Just slap a color and a random word and then put a brand name in front of it and people will think that it's a legit switch. Slightly different bottom housing plastics makeup. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's plastic in general, right? You change the color, something might change. Alright. The trend would come with a new Switch, everyone would know what they were. Yeah, not like all these random ass, just too many. I had light blue Leos for breakfast. Okay. Let's see. Get yellow stems in cream housings, egg switches. Hey? See, now you're thinking like a true entrepreneur. You should bring your idea to Shark Tank. Alright, so this is the... We can compare with the MIlky Gateron yellow later. Hard bite, hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so these are the Linjär with a J. Linjär with a J switch. Isn't that annoying though that they're just called Linjär? Right? Like, why didn't they just... Yeah, just call them IKEA switch. Or... Switch. Hey, that's that. Right, that'll work, right? Switch done. You know, just something that is you know, we know what we're talking about when we're talking about it. When you call this a linear switch, like, hey, I think you should get a linear switch. You mean like any linear switch? No, the linear switch. What do you mean the one with the J? The one with the J. In English is Linjär. I mean, in Swedish is pronounced linear or something like that. Supposedly. I might be wrong, but I looked it up. 5 seconds of Googling told me it's pronounced just linear. So this is the switch, PCB mount. They do feel like Gateron yellows. We'll bring out Gateron yellows to compare. Yeah, they do feel like Gateron yellows, so I'm gonna assume that's what it is. Where's my box of Gateron yellows? There we go. Alright. We've got some Gateron yellows. Man, this is not a lot. This is not a lot of stickers. What the hell? Is this it? How many is this? $90 switches. Whoa. Okay. So this is a Gateron yellow in a MIlky housing. So egg switch, right? This uncooked egg. Let's compare the yellows. Isn't this ridiculous? We've gone from comparing, you know, switch actuation force and force curves and things like that to just, hey, let's see how the pinks compare. Let's see how the yellows compare. Wow, so much fun. Yes, so let's compare the yellows. You can see the Gateron yellow is a bit less yellow than the Linjär with a J switch. It's like how carrots are more orange than oranges. Kind of same, right? The yellow is less yellow than the IKEA switch. Can I go back to comparing necro colors? But I just got new lights. I have to turn them off again. So there we go. Sakurios. So many switches, not like this. I know. I am getting quite annoyed. Like I said, I have to answer, emails about, and it's legitimate concerns, right? People want to know what switch to use, and it's just difficult for me to recommend switches because there's just so many new ones, and then everything's limited. And you're like, we're gonna limit a run, and it's like, oh my god, can you guys just, once you decide on a new spec, just fucking stick to it? So these are cheaper than the ink switches. So if you're interested, maybe pick these up, right? Kind of cool. Hopefully you have a color scheme in mind already, right? You wouldn't want to put this on a red board, maybe. So MIlky Yellows, one of the best boards I've ever built. Had MIlky Gateron Yellows. It belongs to VPR, who is in chat right now, and is local to DFW. And yeah, so we did lubed Gateron Yellows in the MIlky housings, and it turned out very nice. Sounds very nice. Types like a dream. That board was great, and so hopefully it'll be the same for this. These are going into a mirror that we're gonna be rebuilding. And then, well, the idea is to get the springs out and then swap them into retooled black. Basically just take the springs and then swap them retooled blacks. But because of my recent experience with retooled blacks, I'm thinking of telling the guy, maybe we should, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lube like 10 of these and then 10 of the retooled blacks with the Gateron Yellow springs, and then see which one has a worse reject rate, or which one has a better reject rate, as in, so better acceptance rate, and then we'll use that. Yeah, but we need 90 of these. Maybe, I think shipping from mechanicalkeyboards.com is free, so we could just order more. But yeah, I might have slightly more faith in this now, maybe. Because again, I had one good experience with the MIlky Gateron Yellows, right? Building the COD 67 for VPR, and yeah, so that might actually be better. Big ups to Russ, yes. Shout out to Russ. Russ the Bus actually gave VPR. I think was it 100 switches, around 100 switches for free. Basically, just pay for shipping, I think. Because VPR got screwed over by someone else who did a terrible job at lubing the switches. So Russ, being the stand-up guy that he is, just said, hey, I have a bunch of Gateron Yellows I'm not using. I could ship them out for free. Alright, so anything else? This one I'm not quite sure where it's going into yet. So we'll see. Ugrosa sent these. Well, he was in chat, I don't know if he's still here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what build this is going into, but yeah, so this one's going into a mirror. And then this one we don't know yet. Most likely going to a KVD8X Mark II or MK2 as well. Same thing with the Box Noble Yellows. And then what else? Yeah, so that's pretty much it for today. Also, actually, so speaking of IKEA colored things and blue and yellow. So the same person that dropped off these Sakurios and the Zilents and the Box Noble Yellows, he had a Hako FX888D that he bought thinking he was gonna solder and build his own keyboards, and then he figured that he didn't want to waste time doing that. He'd rather pay me to do it. And so he now has an FX88D that he's not using, and he actually dropped it off here. And so gave it to me basically. And so told me just to decide what to do with it. And so what I am thinking of doing, because I don't need 2 soldering irons. Maybe I always need a spare, but no, I don't. So just a quick, I think maybe the next giveaway we're gonna do. So we gave away a XDA canvas desk mat a few weeks ago, right? 3 weeks ago exactly. I'm thinking of giving away my FX88D. So I'll clean it up obviously, but can I? So, or I could make it a slightly better deal. So yeah, I'll clean this up. Don't worry, I'll replace the sponge. I'll change out the brass sponge as well. And then obviously I'll clean it up. And yeah, so give this away. And now I'm trying to decide if I want to give some solder away as well. Should I make it 1 prize, or should I separate it out? Should I make it 2 prizes or 2 giveaways? Dual wheel tacos? Now you're thinking. ADV7, hey, how's it going? Yeah, you can solder both pins at the same time. You need 1 iron to fix the other one. That's true. That's true. I wish he had dropped off an extra desoldering gun, right? That would have been amazing. What's the best mid-price linear in your opinion? Says Miles. See, that's the exact question that I'm sorry I cannot answer right now. There are so many linear switches right now. A ton. And when you say mid-range, do you mean like around 50 cents? Like would inks be higher end inks are like 75 cents or something like that? There are way too many. I'm sorry. This used to be something that I could just tell you, hey, just get this, right? Now, and then, honestly, if vintage blacks were still easier to get, I would just tell you, just find vintage blacks, right? That's the fucking best. Like 50, usually it used to be around 50 cents a switch. Absolutely amazing. Reject rate of about 10% in my experience, 10 to 15%. They sound nice. It used to be easy. Now I can't because it's really hard to find a good batch now. A good source. And you have all these Gateron switches where, they are just mostly recolors. We're not quite sure how different they're going to be, but yeah, I mean, if you like the blue and yellow, get the IKEA switch. Our first impression is pretty good with the ink switches, but I haven't tried them lubed. I honestly wouldn't really recommend anything unless I've built of them. So they're all new. I haven't built any boards with these new switches yet, so I can't give you an answer. I'm sorry, I don't want to. Yeah. Yep, Retail Blacks. There was 1 or 2 batches that was pretty nice, and now it's fucking terrible. VPR, speaking of T1s, have they fixed them yet? How are the updated version? Paco switches are live? Oh my god, see, I forgot about those. Yeah. There's a lot. I mean, inks, again, first impressions were nice, but I can't give you my word because I just haven't built with them. I don't know. Some really nice films, the T1s. Oh, do they need films? Because most of the new switches we're getting these days, you don't. Films actually mess them up. I think was it the new Zilent switches, for example, the new Zeal switches, for example. If you try to put switch films in them, you're not getting more problems because they're designed to not have films. They're already tight to begin with. We're gonna buy someday if you wanna check them out. Hey, we should. We should. I've had so many people, local Dallas and Fort Worth, come by to visit, either drop things off or pick things up, and just to look at some keyboard stuff that I have, and almost none of them have met each other, right? So it's gotta be at least like 5 or 6 people. That's gotta be more than that now, right? Who've come by to visit, and yeah, none of them have met each other. So what I need to do is I just need to get them all to just like, hey, we can all meet here. We meet at my place or something. You can all bring your stuff. We can all check them out, and then you don't have to ask any questions. You don't have to feel curious for the next few months. I think it's good. I think mini meetups are good because it saves you money. I think it saves money more than it makes you spend money. Because basically you buy less stuff out of curiosity. Right? There's a lot of things where it's like, man, I just want to see them, and you pay, and then it's like, well, I wasn't even gonna use them. I just wanted to see them. So yeah, if we could just have a mini meetup, if you could, maybe in the summer. I'm free in the summer. Could do something. Without the film, they sound really chattery. So, but this was the... Was this the round 1 instead of the updated version? Apparently they're fixing them. The new batch... Okay, the new batch. Do you have them, FIFA? Because I am very skeptical of typing tests. 200 of the trends and 200 of the nights. Well, I'm glad that we've moved up in terms of trans acceptance. Not trans fat though. That's terrible. Okay, see if you don't, then I don't know. I wanna. Yeah, typing tests. It's difficult to figure out. Chimera, hey, how's it going? Gonna watch the video later if they're filmed. Let's see what else. I am IP. Need films. Alright. Housings do look different to ink housings when compared to each other. Have the new T1 sound alright. More higher pitched than HPs. Somewhat like Zilios than HPs. Which is kind of what, I think most people expected it. At the end of the day, it is a Gateron, right? Some of the film is actually quite okay. Well, hopefully, maybe I'll build a board of those, maybe, and then we can confirm it. Hopefully. Yeah, there's just so many new switches. I think it's one of the more annoying phases of this hobby you know, in the last few years, like this, you know, all the new recolor switches is one after the other. Not even one after the other. A lot of them are going on simultaneously, right? You're like, new switch! And it's just a recolor. You're like, oh my god. Another one. But yes, so this Friday should be the time TKL. Should be. Hopefully the switch will be done by then. Not negative. Hey, 1 year. Happy anniversary. My very positive friend. Yeah, so again, I'm thinking of giving this away. I should. Yeah, so maybe this summer we'll do some. I also have. So, see, so this is basically your starter kit for soldering. You have your soldering iron. You have your. This is not cheap, man. This is like $25. Solder wire. Kester solder wire. Not that cheap Chinese shit. So. And then Camwick solder wick. Again, this is, you know, pretty much the industrial standard. But yeah, not cheap either. So I'm thinking either I'll give this whole pack away as one or I'll split it up. I think it makes more sense to just give it away as one thing, right? Right? No, I'm not giving away my Yamos. So everyone asks if every new board is hot swap. Too many switch choices. Yeah. Hey, Tally, good to see you here. Yeah, so I think I'll ship all this as one, right? We'll do a basically build your own keyboard starter kit. And we'll do a giveaway for that. Hopefully the giveaway will be a bit less drama free. Yeah, so okay, so that's it for today, I think. We'll figure out the giveaway after the semester is done. I still have, I think, 2-3 weeks of school. Once that's done, I'll be home free for 3 months. It'll be nice, but I'm gonna be pretty busy next few weeks. I think that's it for now. So yeah, so time TKL this Friday, and then I want to say next Friday it should be either a Mira or the polycarbonate Singer. I think the Mira should be next. But yeah, so if you guys have any other questions, please let me know right now. Otherwise, we are gonna run the credits, and then I have to get back to some fucking readings. Is Mr. Urologist live? Is he? Offline? Oh, he's hosting me. What the hell? Okay, so we'll go to Brick and Nick. Some Lego. Yes. So let's go there. Do a step-by-step. Show me how to solder those Singer SMDs. Yeah, so this summer, we'll do a bunch of stuff, right? So maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll show you that. Because, yeah, I'm not going to solder. Unfortunately, for this Singer, we're not doing RGB. So, not necessary. Lego stream soon. NGB, I'm hoping. So, we did a Lego stream. I'm doing it alternate weeks, right? Alternate Sundays. So, yesterday, no stream. week before that we did Lego, so hopefully this Sunday we'll have a Lego stream. I'll let you guys know though, if there's a stream or not, because it's just been pretty hectic. A lot of end of the semester stuff to wrap up. That's unfortunately not my penis. I'm wrapping up papers and stuff. So let's do the raid. I hope everyone has a good week ahead. Yeah, exams have always been easy for me. Like it's, I'm not worried about them. It's all the papers and stuff. All that busy work. Oh, I hate busy work so much. Any idea when round 3 singing will happen? Apparently there are some issues with the PCB designing something, because apparently they want RGB underglow, but then she wanted to get Wilbur to work on it. Wilbur is famously against RGB underglow, something like that, and then so there's a bit more delay on that part. Apparently, I don't know. But yeah, so thank you, PC Load Letter. Thank you for being here. Thank you everyone for being here. Breeze up, not negative. Thank you. Heine is doing RGB. Okay, so now Heine is doing it. Okay, I have no idea. That's what I heard from. Who was it that told me that? And Japanese horror writer. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Thank you. I hope you have a good week too. Everyone else. Do we have any new follows? I don't think we had any new. Well, I had some when I was away, I think. But yeah, so hopefully I should see you on Friday. Hopefully it won't take too long though, that stream, because I have a wedding to. Oh, that's why. So yeah, next weekend I have a wedding to go to, so that's gonna be the whole Saturday gone. But yeah, everyone else: Alex, P for Japanese Horror Writer, B-Locks, NGB, Tasman Solutions, VPR. Did I miss anyone? Alex, Peace Low Letter, NGB. Have a good week. I will see you all next time. ADB72.